Well, it's a nice result here for God Puller. Double espresso going over 1200 for the first time in his career has come through to win. But a very good run again from Braspel. And just having a quick word with Garth, is looking for 1400 meters. His turn is just around the corner. Promising run from him again. He just seems to be outpaced in the early part of the race. But take nothing away from the stable companion who's won a good race, Garth.
Yes, I'd just like to say thanks to all the guys. It's Kevin Unger's first winner. He's over in the Ukraine. Good luck, Kevin. Then again to Dyer, very good friend and a patron of the stable. Thanks to Dyer. And then we've got, I'm just trying to think who the others are there.
Well, maybe we can try and help you there.
Gerald Khalil, who came into it. Thanks to, yeah.
What about yourself?
Thanks to Gerald. No, I'm just a hanger on.
Yeah.
And yes, there was one a nice race. He's been knocking on the door and he's got a big action, and Sherman rode a good race. Thank you very much. And I'd just like to thank everybody, Michael and Sam back home, and my grooms, Eric and the guys, and obviously to Wendy. And you need a team to have it, and the horse won a nice race.
I'm looking at some of your owners these days, Garth. Of course, Mr. Hugh later on today, and Braspel is that Mr. Winston Chow?
Yes, that's Mr. Chow from, I don't know if it's Mr. Winston Chow, Mr. Chow from Hong Kong, and horse ran a nice race. I think he's got that common look. He wants it a bit further. I think he lacked a bit of speed, but he ran on nicely at the finish. Probably over the longer trip, he'd be the better horse.
Good result for you. You got the exacta. Can you help us on later on?
I've got place chances all day. The only one that might just need his second run back is Sea Urchin, but I think they should run well all day.
Anything for the pick six? The pick six is the game, Garth. Can you help us?
Don't leave them out.
Thank you. Garth Puller, don't leave him out. Stable's in good form. And what about this gentleman on my right, Sherman Brown? He's riding winners. You're having a good run, Sherman.
Yeah, it's always just nice to come down and ride nice horses for Garth and Yogas and all these guys that are giving me the chances down here. It's been a little bit of a dry spell for the last few months, but it's starting to pick up a little bit, and it's just always a pleasure to come ride for Garth. He's a true gentleman. He knows what he's talking about with his horses. He said to me, just get behind one with his horse, and he's got a nice big action. Exactly what I did. I gave him a little bit of a chance behind the leader, and then when I pulled him out, he just really cruised through nicely. Won a nice race.
It can be tricky down the straight. It's a big field as well, but you stuck to the inside?
I was drawn down there, so I just followed them over, and then just... he was travelling so beautifully with the big action of his, and he won a very good race. So all credit's got to go to Garth and his yard.
Now, the one thing I never mentioned to you before, Sherman, but when you open up the race card and you travel, especially if you're a travelling jockey, you're not fussy. Sometimes you're running some horses that got some pretty bad form, but you still come down, and it's all about gaining the experience of the yards that will have possible winners in the future.
Well, that's it. I mean, you got yards that are looking after you. You look after them. You come down for 2 rides, 3 rides sometimes where they aren't the best rides on paper, but then those are the ones that are on 3rd and 4th and around there, and you give them a little bit of hope for the future. So I've got to thank all the yards that are looking after me and give me the few extra rides wherever they can. It helps.
Fantastic. Now, you would have had a look at the balance of your rides. Anything else stands out?
I've got 2 rides left. They both got chances. Technical Captain's got a bit of a heavy weight, but he must be in with a big shot. And also in the last, also in with a chance. I'm not saying he can win it, but we'll be trying our best.
Techno Captain, you won last time out. What about the drop-in trip?
I'm not really worried about the drop-in trip, but the 61.5 is maybe a little bit of a question. But we'll just see. He's a big horse. I'm sure he can carry the weight. No problem.
Nice start to the meeting, Sherman. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Lovely. Sherman Brown, and of course he rides for Garth Puller here. It's a good start for him, and I must say it again. These travelling jockeys, sometimes they put in the hard miles, get on those planes, get to wherever they have to ride, and it's not often the best looking rides on card. But Sherman has certainly done the job here for Garth on the number 8 Double Espresso. And if you caught this quartet, 8, 6, 3, and 5 is the way they cross the line here. Race number 1, and that's the first exotic done and dusted. Up next, it'll be place accumulated time. Race number 2, 13:35, 25 to 2.